y'all? I hope y'all having a good day out there. Yeah, let's check out this video from WhatCulture Wrestling. 10 best authority figures. 10 best WWE authority figures. Yeah, cause I already, I guess they're doing this video because, they probably thinking like I'm thinking, like a new authority or a kind of corporation is forming on WWE since Triple H helped Kevin Owens with win the Universal Championship, and he came out in the suit and stuff and looking real corporate and authority like, and and Stephanie's like, I don't know what happened, and Mickey was like, I don't know what happened. I think that they're all in cahoots. That's me personally. They're acting like nothing happened, but they all knew about it, even though like the kayfabe, actually Kevin Owens didn't know about it until Triple H. He was going to win until Triple H whispered in the ear. But the storyline is that they all knew, but they're pretending like they don't know. That's what my theory is. But who knows, man? We'll see in the future and stuff, man. And Seth Rollins thinks that that they all knew about it and stuff, and trying to set him up and stuff. So I guess he's like a, I said he was a face, but he's kind of like a tweener now. He's like face mixed with heel, kind of in between kind of stuff. So I'm ready for Clash of Champions. I was going to say Night of Champions, man, but they took Clash of Champions, I guess, from WCW or something. Yeah, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. That should be a good match. Should be now. I don't know if they're going to do it good, but let's check out what they think about the best authority figures on WhatCulture right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam Pachisi, and
I know they're going to say the authority. I know they're going to say
manager. That's right, I run the ship. Now, I'd like
corporation, or is they going to say the groups, or they're going to say like the individual people, like Vince, Stephanie, Triple H?
Characters on TV do tend to despise their
no, Johnny Laurinaitis with the raspy voice, sounded like Super Dave Osborne. Power. What did he say? People power.
Professional wrestling is no different. And for years,
I kind of like Johnny Laurinaitis, man. We was up there, man, with the blue and red suits and with red suits and stuff like that. Yes, people power. Super Dave Osborne.
Creates more convincing storylines. Viewers can associate with a character who has a boss they hate, whereas a likable boss, it's a bit of a rarity.
I think the best type was when Vince was going at Stone Cold and Stone Cold against Vince. That was the best type of authority figure type thing. That's probably number one. I bet you.
Jack Tunney. So we're starting with a
guy from the beginning. Okay.
Mentioned on WWE TV anymore, but I'll get to that later. Jack Tunney was a great authority figure. Why? Because we didn't actually see that much of it. You know how the Authority opened pretty much every Raw for about 2 years with a 20-minute promo consisting of Triple H.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Bollocks.
Always started off with them.
If Tunney did appear on screen, it was always with good reason. He stripped Ted DiBiase of the title after the shenanigans with the evil referee. He declared the title vacant to set up the 1992 Royal Rumble. He announced Warrior vs. Hogan at WrestleMania 6.
Right, that's what he was doing.
Backstage segments setting up every single match. They just happened, and it was great. As I say, Tunney doesn't really get brought up by the WWE anymore. There have always been rumours that he used company money to pay off gambling debts. And after his death in 2004, not a single representative from the WWE was present at his funeral, which is really sad.
That is.
Number 9,
damn.
Teddy Long. Let's face it, when you hear the name Teddy Long, you think of two tag team matches and SmackDown main events in which
player.
go one-on-one with The Undertaker. I can't do his voice.
Didn't he have a woman he was going after?
Dancing,
Christina or something, like a bad girl that she was young girl. I think, go ahead, Teddy. I hear you.
And that made him more
had a pretty wife or something. One of them girls on this show.
He managed the Blue Brand from 2004 for 4 years before becoming GM at ECW in June 2008, and he returned to SmackDown in April 2009. Oh, and he liked women. Lots. He had this huge weakness for manipulative women and had on-screen romances with Crystal, Oksana.
That was from Crystal.
Teddy Long is in his 60s, by the
way. Right.
Player. Number 8,
player.
Vicky Guerrero's first authority role came.
I gotta admit, man, Vicky was kind of thick, man. She had little skirts now and stuff. It was kind of wrong me looking at her and stuff, but she wanted to show them thick old thighs. I was like, sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry looking at your wife.
on-screen husband Edge in the World Heavyweight Championship picture.
I can see why Edge won.
Also flirting with the Big Show. What a bitch. And that's what's great about it.
She was a cougar, alright.
If you're talking about the best true heels of the last 10 years, then I'd put Vicky right up there. The woman was a total heat magnet. All she needed to do was say 2 words. Excuse me! I can't do that either. And the crowd would go, excuse me! Impossible not to hate her, and that's why she was so bloody good. She had an on-screen role for almost 10 years, and the work she put in reinventing herself from just Eddie's wife to a truly despised authority figure should earn her your respect. She was tremendously well liked backstage, and by all accounts is a total sweetheart. I miss you, Vicky. There, I said it. Number 7, Gorilla Monsoon. The weird thing about Gorilla Monsoon is that very few people talk about his in-ring career anymore, which they really should. Originally billed as Gino Morella, he played a proud Italian-American babyface who would sing in Italian prior to his matches. After realising that fans paid more attention to monster heel gimmicks, Gino totally revamped his image. He grew a beard and started billing himself as Gorilla Monsoon. He was supposedly born on an isolated farm, travelled across the country wrestling bears, spoke no English, ate raw meat, and drank his victims' blood. The guy wrestled for 22 years and he was seriously fantastic. However, more people tend to remember Monsoon as one of 2 things. A face commentator with Jesse Ventura or Bobby Heenan, constantly shouting, "Will you stop? Pandemonium is running wild," or "This place is going bananas," or his 1995 to 1997 role as president of the WWF, where he replaced Jack Tunney. And
then they named the entrance when they come back from wrestling a good match, so they call it the Gorilla.
After being attacked by
the Gorilla stance or something. The Gorilla.
Summer 1997, when he had to step down due to health concerns. He made his last appearance on WWE TV as one of 3 judges for the Brawl for All contest between Bart Gunn and Butterbean at WrestleMania 13. He passed away soon after on October 6th, 1999, and he is truly, truly missed. Number 6, The Authority. So I'm kind of cheating here, as The Authority was made up of lots and lots of people, and since you are so nicely, I will list them for you now. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon, Randy Orton, The Shield, then Seth Rollins on his own, Kane, the New Age Outlaws, J&J Security, and of course, The Big Show. As the name suggests, they were the on-screen authority figure for pretty much the whole period of 2013 to 2016. So what earns The Authority a place on this list? For me, it has to be The Authority.
Of course you got to put them up there, man. I mean, because they're authority,
I'm sure you're not, but here we go anyway. At SummerSlam 2013, Bryan defeated Cena to win the WWE Championship. Triple H was the guest ref, and after the match delivered a pedigree to Bryan, allowing Randall Keith Orton to cash in his Money in the Bank contract and win the title. Bryan won it back at Night of Champions, but then the title was vacated the next night on Raw. Randy then won it back at Hell in a Cell and held it until April the 16th, 2014, when Daniel Bryan defeated Triple H, and then Orton and Batista in a triple threat match to capture the gold. It was huge, it was fantastic. During the entire storyline, the Authority are constantly holding Daniel Bryan back. They interfered in his matches, and they were just generally complete dicks to him, in turn creating the ultimate underdog story. A story which would have been nothing without the fantastic antagonists that were the Authority. Number 5, William Regal. Regal has held numerous different authority positions over the years. He was one of the best comedy heels of the Attitude.
And now he's like the kind of authority of NXT now, right?
Both WWE and the Alliance during the Invasion angle. In August 2007, he became the general manager of Raw after winning an over-the-top Battle Royal. And then in 2014, he was revealed as the general manager of NXT, a position he still holds today. My word, I love this man. It's a testament to...
Because both of y'all are British. Like British action.
Every single authority role in such an utterly entertaining way. Whether he's playing heel, where he would end matches without notice or turn the lights off during shows, or playing face, making marquee matches for takeover specials, and standing up to any member who wants to challenge him.
I love William Regal as NXT, authority and stuff like that.
Mick Foley. After Foley retired from in-ring competition, well, the first time Foley retired from in-ring competition, he was appointed WWF Commissioner. Foley said that he intended for the Commissioner Foley character to be a role model for nerds. So he would crack lame jokes, hit a gavel on his office table after making a match, set up his office in random locations around the arena like closets, laundry rooms, concession stands or fucking forklift trucks, and was generally just really, really, really hilarious. Not to mention that he was also the only person to actually solve the mystery of who ran over Steve Austin. Bravo, Mick. After a long and sometimes tedious period of heel authority figures, Foley provided something totally different, and his talent for comedy worked perfectly with the equally goofy roster members
Have a nice day!
and Kurt Angle. He only actually played the role for a little over a year, but is fondly remembered by fans, and with very good reason. I just hope his current role as Raw General Manager lives up to it. Spoiler, it won't. Number 3, Paul Heyman. After
of course it won't, man, because back then, man, everything was better.
2003, she was forced to resign from her position as GM of SmackDown, and Heyman took over. Up until this point, Heyman had mostly been involved with Brock Lesnar, first managing him and then as a rival when Paul turned on Brock to side with the Big Show. Big Show. After becoming GM, Lesnar and Heyman were able to patch things up, which spelled disaster for anyone feuding with Brock, like The Undertaker, John Cena, and especially Chris Benoit, who was refused any WWE Championship opportunity while Heyman was GM. Right before WrestleMania 20, Heyman asked the entire locker room to back him and Lesnar up against Stone Cold Steve Austin. But nope, they just walked away. Heyman would eventually be replaced as GM by one of his former clients, Kurt Angle, who lasted just 4 months.
Paul Heyman is just, genius on the mic anyway, man.
Okay,
genius manager and just...
I hope Lombier doesn't watch this video, but Eric Bischoff is the greatest general manager of all time. Debuting on the July 15th...
I gotta admit, man, I'm right there with you too, man. I miss him, like... Because it's like WCW, he's the guy from WCW on WWE, so that's even crazier. He's general manager in WWE stuff. So that's why it was so great.
Bischoff played the arrogant heel character he had perfected as the boss.
Who knows? He used to smile and point.
As far as historical significance goes, Bischoff's reign as GM simply can't be matched. He introduced the World Heavyweight Championship, he created the Elimination Chamber match, Raw Roulette, he feuded with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shane McMahon, John Cena, Stephanie McMahon, and Paul Heyman.
And the number one is
set
Vince.
the standard as the first ever Raw GM.
Was he the number one? That's some more, right?
On the planet
is he the number one? Because Vince got to be number one, right?
Manager role because he's really, really good. Number 1.
Of course, man. Of course.
Sometimes these lists get kind of predictable at the end.
Yes, man. I mean, come on, man.
This is one of those.
He is the authority. Literally authority.
Authority figure role in wrestling, and he will never, ever be bettered. It's that simple.
That's it.
Once he was outed as the owner of the WWE following the Montreal Screwjob, he evolved into the ultimate evil boss, which every future heel authority figure would have to follow. And it's an act that really can't be followed.
Right, because he kind of epitomized what that authority figure is, and now everybody kind of copies what he does, backstage stuff and fussing at the talent and stuff like that. It's all Vince, man.
By the Texas Rattlesnake, which, in fairness, he did.
And he did with the best wrestler. He did his best work with the best wrestler. So that's even made him even top.
Leave a comment below and remember to like, share, and subscribe. And you can follow me on Twitter here.
Awesome WhatCulture. Awesome video right there, man. Yeah, of course Vince, man, was number one, man. Of course. Yeah, y'all, go ahead and subscribe to your channel if you like my reaction. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share. Share right now, or else you're right. Till next time, y'all, I'm out.